Come on, man, wave your hand. Big up Jesus and wave your hand. Too many minds behind me. Talk to me tonight. Too many trials are true. I said too many tell me to remember. Come on, man, wave your hand. There is too much to give. I want to sing it again. To Lord, too many miles behind me. No matter what you go through, too many trials are true. I said too many tears help me to remember. But there is too much to give to Lord. Do so. Said across the hard burning desert. Sometimes I struggle the right road to choose. Oh you do, but somewhere over here there is cool, clear water, and defeat is one word. I don't you Emancipation Park. Oh you do. I said to many sons lie beyond the mountain. I said to many rivers my feet I walk through. I said to we have done. Away over yonder. Oh, there is too much to give to Lord. Can I testify? Said across the hard burning desert. Sometimes. Say your struggle, the right road to choose. I said somewhere over here there is food, clear water, and defeat is what. Come on, we have done. I don't know. Who am I to say? Look for your name now. He laid his hands on me. He laid his hands on me. Christ laid his hands on me. Who am I to say Jesus went and died on the cross? Up on the cross, he died up on the cross. He died up on the cross. Sign up me name. We have done. Jesus, to stand the way. You stand the way. Sign up me name. How you do? Jesus, to stand the way. Sign up me name. Emancipation Park. How want you look for your name now? I have been through the storm ride out your storm. No matter what the storm cloudy, no matter what the persecution is there, but hold on to Jesus. He can ride out your storm. I said, hold on to Jesus. Hold on to him tonight. Hold on to him tonight. He can ride out your. I said, don't give up.
Oh God, stand there. I want to know. Bound for the better land, bound for the better land. word make the people them grow now. Preach the word make the people them grow now. Oh God, people them are grow.
And good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'm here with you until 10 o'clock. Saying a special good night to all the listeners locally, regionally, internationally. Those of you listening in our fellow CARICOM countries, I say a very special good night to each and every one of you. My beloved listeners on the sister isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, I say a special, special good night to all of you. North American listeners, good night to you. Whether you're in Canada or the US, or listeners over the seas, over the pond as they call it, over the seas. Those of you listening out there in the UK, we also say a special good night to you as we come to the end of our gospel session for tonight. You know, I think we had to go. Let you go, Calypso, man. Let you go. No, wrong thing, man. Hey, what kind of thing is that? You're mixing up the songs, man. No. You go to this one, yeah.
There we go.
It's now 15 minutes after the 8 o'clock on the Spice Isle.
That most Grenadians can't afford.
Yeah, good night to you, Mr. Handsome. Before you start getting messages and all kind of thing there.
Side of the road and keep them balling with them out close. Oh God, baby, Jesus is of the blows. Grenadians balling with them out close. The higher the monkey climb is more we expose. My people balling. Of the blues, my people balling with them out close. Mr. PM, please open up some doors. Why the hell food prices gone up so fast? Transformation in we mass. The people balling anyway you pass. Transformation in we mass. You only looking out for the upper class. Transformation in we mass. You don't care if the poor ones are to eat grass. Transformation in we mass. Hey. Oh yo yo. Ballin', ballin'. Politics. Me closest neighbor stop tell me howdy. All because of politics. Friend and family turn me enemy. I just say yes, I love the progressive sciences hotel making last suggest. But then I remember John Thomas was the one who led the protest. But now we robbing up the same white boys like a bed bug in the night. But just remember the local workers and make sure that you treat them right. Don't leave them ball.
Yeah, some people balling with the mouth closed still, you know.
Oh God, baby, Jesus is of the blows.
I'm seeing so many parents wondering where they're getting the funds to get the school supplies and so on.
They say when you're poor is
I
when
haven't heard anything of the voucher program for this year. I haven't heard anything.
they mouth closed.
I'm not saying there isn't one. I'm not saying they haven't said anything. I'm saying that I haven't heard anything.
Canadians balling with them
I
up.
haven't heard anything about a voucher program.
Be careful with the tons when you're picking rows.
I haven't seen anything anywhere either.
Tell you remove the cap from the gas. Transformation in we mass. No one tell me tanky can't even last.
And as a Monday night, we're going to open the phone lines in a short while.
Tinted glass.
So we know you may have things you would like to speak about from the weekend.
In a fast. Transformation in we mass.
And again, one of the most topical things on the island right now is the missing U.S. tourists. Yeah, I've been seeing quite a lot of the foreign news. So I've seen ABC News, Fox News, some of the local affiliates in like Florida, etc., and different parts of New York, all over. I've been seeing stories about the tourist that is missing. Yeah,
You say hush me mouth cause old talk is cheap.
I did see a sort of an unofficial update on GBN News tonight, where an individual was speaking about having encountered the lady far out to sea. Yeah, she was far out to sea, and they asked her if she was okay, and then a boat passed by and she gave them 2 thumbs up that she was okay and she was far out to sea. So I don't know.
Because apart from all those gallant feds, PSE they do nothing yet. Canadian
There's also talk of some camera that was aimed at the beach that saw her swimming, and then she went out of frame of the camera and so on, and the stuff was met on the beach.
and the monkey climb is more he exposed. My people balling.
And from what I've picked up, the Royal Grenada Police Force is due to have a press conference tomorrow, so we may hear more regarding that situation tomorrow.
With them mouth closed. What we going through only heaven knows. Why you riding wrong?
Because what we need for Ireland is positive news. We can't take the negative thing, and we can't take the positive news.
Cause transformation in we mass. If you love
So we do hope that at some point in time that whatever, at least some conclusion comes to this particular issue.
mass.
Because it is right now, we're not looking good in the news cycle. They don't know. And remember, these days, news is not just simply in a location. So if you're in front of the television, like back in the 80s, you had to be in front of the television. Yeah, the 80s, the early 90s, most of the 90s, you had to be in front of the television to capture the news. These days, no. It's there and it's circulating and it's there permanently and it's online. So even if you miss tonight's news, you don't have to worry. You can just go back and look at it on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, and it's circulating. So we have a lot of negative stories. And just at a point in time, remember, this has happened at the same point in time that we also have the CEO being booted out from the, that's what we hear. We hear Diomane resign. We hear Oleron Dioman. Yeah, that's what we hear. At the same time that we have that taking place with the Grenada Tourism Authority. So it is really a kind of bad time for you to be having that kind of thing taking place with that sort of negative news out there. Remembering the other news that were in relation to foreign citizens and Grenada just a couple of years ago. We have to be very careful with our national image. I will always say, some people may not like me saying that, but Grenada is the best country on earth. And we all have to admit that. Grenada is the best country on earth. We just have the worst government. So we have mismanagement taking place. So when it comes to simple things, there's a lot of mismanagement. When it comes to more complex things, there's a load of mismanagement taking place. Because you have people who are in charge that do not understand how to be in charge. So they still see this as some adventure that they are on. And it's okay to learn on the job. Yeah? To an extent, it's okay to learn on the job, But there should be some prior experience. And that's why when you look at the new National Party team, you have a full team of people who have shown competence in every field that they are in. Whether it's the field of education, whether it's the field of academics, whatever field they are in, they have shown competence and capability. Many of them at the highest levels. So you don't have a group of people that come in to learn. You have a group of people, many of them have spent time in the public service as well. Yes, so you have a team of people that understand what it takes to run a country. You have a group of people that made a set of promises to you, and now what they're trying to do is make excuses. So back in 2022, promises. In 2025, excuses. And then, along with the excuses, they're trying to gaslight you into believing that some of what they promised in 2022, that, nah, we didn't say that. That is not what we say. And at the same time, making new promises to you. So while Grenada still awaits the 500 Grenadian-style homes under Project 500 per year that is, while we still await that, now we're being told of Project Polaris and we're going to do this and that. And now, because they're afraid that people are seeing the reality of what does not exist at the Project Polaris site, they've gone to the stage of trying to put security and so on. So they want to put boots. That's what we're hearing. They put boots and all kind of thing. I haven't been to that side. I hear they're putting guard, boots and all kind of thing. They don't want people going inside there. So we must understand where we are at and why we are at there. Yeah? But the New National Party is always better for Grenada. And they have a better team of individuals who can move this country in the proper direction. And guess who they're led by?
From the hills of Butch Grove, a champion rise, with one thing in mind, to improve people's lives. She was a teacher, so faithful and kind. She made sure no children was left behind. Some people want to know what is her qualification.
And you know, we're going to open the phone lines. You can call 440-7377.
But if that's still not enough for all you to contemplate.
During this week, we shall be having deeper discussions on the measures that government has put in place, the cost-saving measures that they have put in place. We have to look at some aspects of those. So we will be discussing that, not tonight, but we will be discussing those this week.
The diaspora wants a female prime minister. Oh, people from there, people from far, want Evelyn there.
But in the interim, we're taking a phone calls 440-7377.
Grandma and grandpa.
Note there are also two parliament sittings this week. I think there's one tomorrow. Am I correct? There's one tomorrow. There's one Friday. I know there's one Friday. So there are two sittings that are going to be taking place this week. Yeah? Yeah, two sittings that are going to be taking place. I wonder why.
It's you, Evelyn, girl, when you speak. For so many years, she saw us in politics. The first time.
You know, there's a fault, there's a mistake that many people make when they are in. Let me take this call, and I'll come back to that particular.
Good night, Mr. Scott. How are you?
Good night.
How was your day?
I'm fine. Had a good day. Go right ahead.
Yes, good night, my brother. But we lost a stalwart again in Ghana, you know.
Oh gosh, I saw that, my good looking friend.
Yeah, boss. Boy, we went there, we was talking to the family while we was in Ghana yesterday, and talking to the family, and the husband related some stories there, brother. It's frightening.
And you know, this is a person that I saw that always speak to me, always hail me out if they pass me in tongue, they call me out, everything.
She's very nice. Very nice.
I can't tell you her name.
Molly. I
know her from seeing her around, and you know, with the different activities, and so she was around. So I know her. If I see her, I know it's her. But I couldn't tell you her name.
I know. Well, he say when he look at her on the bed, she was not Nolly, you know. She was like a beast face.
Well, let's
But I want to say,
let's not go too much into that part of it. But go ahead, yeah.
No, No, Sheldon, beside, no, it's a fact, Sheldon. It's not besides
No,
saying
no,
that.
no,
None of man
no,
say too.
no. Let me just leave that alone. That part of it alone.
Alright, I'll
We
leave it,
send
I'll
our
leave it alone. I'll leave
condolences.
it alone.
We send our condolences
Yeah,
and
man.
leave that part alone. Go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. My condolences to the family, to the husband. Is a serious loss because, you know, and he's weeping. But we are here with him to console him and to, you know, hold him and ask God to hold him in the palm of his hand. But Sheldon, yesterday I got to Concord, Sheldon. And they put solar light to go right up to the waterfall, Sheldon. That people staying there. And Sheldon, where the people living, there's not a solar light. Some people living in some areas, Sheldon, they're dark. You don't have a proper road. You don't put solar light there. You don't put any back street of Concord. You put going up Concord to go for the waterfall.
Boss.
You don't nobody living in there.
I find you talking like you're surprised.
No, boy.
You're talking like you're
It's not
surprised.
surprising, Sheldon. It's to see the wickedness they're doing, Sheldon.
You're
It's
disappointed.
wickedness.
Are you disappointed?
Sheldon, I know what they capable of.
Oh, okay. You
But
realize the
I'm
trap has set in for you.
disappointed in a way
Because like
I'm
you-
disappointed in a way for the people,
St.
for the
John,
people of Concord.
St. John does not presently have an MP. So you could expect
You're
those
right.
kind of things to happen. St. John does not presently have an MP. That is why Reno could
You're
come
right.
and do what he want the people inside there. That is why
Yes,
that
sir.
situation could exist where you don't have no lights and things going up in there and light everybody else getting lights, but St. John people ain't getting. That is why
Understand?
all of these things can happen. That is why the fishermen in St. John could be going through the situation where they are now paying the $17 a gallon for the gasoline and diesel and so on that they're using. And there is no attempt to even say, well, hey, these people are into agriculture and fisheries. They are important sector. Let us put something in place. I could tell you if Alvin Dabrio was there, something would have put in place to protect them at a point in time like
man.
this.
Yeah, man.
But they don't have
Yeah,
an
man.
MP. Right now, they don't have an MP.
You're sure, right? Because you must have all the road in Concord and you see this devastation of the road. You listen to the road. My God, these people don't have a heart in you.
Yeah.
I kept the wind.
No, the heart on the sleeve, boss. The heart on the shirt. That is why they don't have no heart. Because the heart is not inside, it's outside. It's on the shirt.
You go like on the shirt and shirt.
Yeah, that is why they behave
It's
the
on
way
the
they
shirt.
behave.
It's on
and
the
they
shirt,
act
that-
the way they act. Look, I'm just
that way-
getting
that-
some information that there is one doctor on duty at the casualty department at any point in time. One doctor. And you know why? So it forces, if you go to casualty now, unfortunately, we hope that never happened, that you don't have to go.
Jesus.
But if people have to go now, you have an extra long waiting time because one doctor, and you know why there is one doctor? Make a guess why there is one doctor. Because the brilliant people in charge of the entire process decide to go in and give the other doctors vacation at this point in time.
My God.
Carnival time. When you have some of the most people heading into casualty department, the hospital and so, is when you go decide
That's
to give
correct.
doctors vacation. Okay, brilliant. Absolutely fabulously
yes.
brilliant. Wonderful. These people are so brilliant.
God put the hand for us, eh? Put the hand for
A
us.
hand, a foot, toe, everything, kneecap,
Yeah, serious,
whole thing.
serious.
Not just a hand.
We need it
Lord
right
put
now.
a hand. Boss, we need a whole leg.
What's that
We
now?
need a torso. We need a head.
We need everything. But Sheldon, we keeping the fort. We're staying strong, we're staying committed, and we're waiting until when the bell ring. Because right now we're walking, sir. We're walking. We're on the ground, we're doing what we have to do. We're doing what we have to do. And I'm telling you, it looks good.
All right.
Looking
Do
good.
what we have to do. All right, brother.
Sweet.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. Have a pleasant night, yeah?
Nice. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, folks. Yeah. Sometimes, let me just say that too. Sometimes, personal details, leave it alone. Yeah, let me don't bring that. There's no necessity. Let's just leave it. Condolences, thing, whatever. Leave it. Let me just don't bring them thing and them. You know, understand, right? Nice. So everybody understand. Good. Yeah. So folks, yeah, 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get onto the inside tonight. I believe we have another caller online. Hello, good night. Hi, good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Yes, good night. I just calling to ask you to please ask Minister Ugly and Deacon to do something about the Marquis Bridge. It's falling down. Please.
Okay. All right, my dear. Listen. There was a lady that called, was it last month? Last month or month before? The caller spoke about the situation with rocks on the western side in the Cherry Hill area going up there. What happened right after they talk about it? A set of rocks came down. This caller has been consistent in calling on the government to address the issue of the Marquis Bridge. And she is more than correct. And she could do it every night for my liking, I don't mind. So call on the government to do something about the Marquis Bridge. But let me say something here. To the rest of you that passing over the bridge, to the busmen, to the truck drivers, to the sales vans, all of you that passing up on the private vehicle operators who heading to and from work and passing that direction, to all of you that passing there. So all you had nothing to say about the bridge? All you realize what taking place? All you realize the danger that it has to you all? All right. So only this lady must call and talk about, and you see, that is part of the problem. Sometimes we're looking for other people to fight the fight for us, and then when they start fighting it, we don't even join in the fight and say, let us lend our voice to that, because it is important to us, it is important to our community, it is important that this issue is addressed. There was a press conference just last week regarding infrastructural development. Not a single word about Marquis Bridge. None. No mention of Marquis Bridge and a start time. Earlier this year, we heard in 2 different press conferences for the year so far. On infrastructure, we hear about Marquis Bridge. And the last one, I think we heard about moving some people. Some people had to be relocated or something. And some other road had to be addressed. Some kind of thing we heard that they had to do before they deal with the Marquis Bridge issue. And yeah. So it seems like they just don't care about the people because they know for a fact that they will not win that seat. All the bravado and all the David this and that and all kind of nonsense. And all of the people that are claiming to be in another political organization, not the NNP and the NDC, but are pushing because they realize that they have a nothing candidate. That they put, yes, a nothing candidate. Because that's exactly where they're winning, nothing. They have a nothing candidate to go up in St. Andrew, Southeast. So they was pushing the nothing candidate. When they realize that the nothing candidate so weak, they start pushing the NDC candidate. In some instances, it's just home, they're going home. There was an NDC before and they're going back home. But all that they are doing will come to naught. Yeah, will come to naught. So they could go ahead and push the nothing candidate. Well, they're 2 nothing candidates. They won't get the same result at the end of the day. But the people of Marquis deserve better. The people of Marquis deserve better. Twice for this year, there have been press conferences where the Marquis Bridge they said it was starting. In fact, this bridge was supposed to start twice already. We got 2 different dates when this thing was supposed to start. And still, we have people having to call and speak about that particular issue. We have a caller on the line. Go right ahead, caller.
Hey, good night, Sheldon. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. You go right ahead.
Yeah. Sheldon, I want to remind the NNP supporters who went and voted for NDC in the last election. And also remind them to let the children and the grandchildren know about the statement that the Prime Minister made in Bushejo in the rally. When he said that the only reason the other side get in because the NDC, the red NDC don't know who is NDC, who's real NDC. So you all went and voted for NDC to put them in power, and they treat you, they consider you at any development, any benefit that comes in not for you. They only come for the real NDC. And I want to let you all know the house is open to come back to the NMP. You and your grandchildren, come back, because NMP is a party for everybody. When NMP in power, they govern for everybody. And they will make it better for the people going to carry on Peter Martin. Sheldon, because NMP is a caring party, a party that love, and a party that put money in the pocket of people. And when they put money in the pocket of people, the business people, the vendors, the fish vendors, everybody benefit. Because when the poor man has money, Sheldon, they spend money. And when the poor man has money, that's when money circulate in a country. So Sheldon, have a blessed night.
All right, thank you so very much. 4407377, that is the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Folks, there are two things I really seriously want to talk about tonight. One of them is we must understand that we are into the finals, And some folks may have seen the artwork that I put up for the program today and think I'm talking about Groovy and Soca and Kaiso. No. I'm talking about the political finals. The preliminaries done. The quarterfinals, preliminaries, all them things done. Semifinals done. We are now into the finals. And as such, each of us have our role, our individual role or roles that we must play. There is still a lot of work to be done. Over the weekend, I had several messages that there are St. Lucians that are registered to vote here in Grenada. I must direct you all to the fact, and I'll say one thing before I say another thing, so listen carefully. Any St. Lucian who is living in Grenada over 12 months is allowed to vote. Any Commonwealth citizen. So any citizen of any Commonwealth country who is living in Grenada over 12 months is allowed to register and vote in a Grenadian general election. Let me repeat. Any Commonwealth citizen who has resided in the state of Grenada for over 12 months is allowed to register and vote in a Grenadian election. So this means that a person that leaves India can come to Grenada and they've been living here for 12 months. They can then register and they can vote in a Grenadian general election. A person from Pakistan can come to Grenada. They spend 12 months and no, they don't have to get Grenadian citizenship or anything like that, you know. They're Commonwealth citizen. That's the law. They can register, and it's the same law that exists in St. Lucia and St. Vincent and those other territories with similar legislation and constitutions to ours. That Commonwealth citizens, so people from most of CARICOM, not all of CARICOM, because there are countries in CARICOM that are not Commonwealth territories. For instance, Haiti is not a Commonwealth territory. Guadeloupe is not a Commonwealth territory. Suriname is not a Commonwealth territory. So people from those countries cannot come spend 12 months in Grenada, Martinique. They cannot come and spend 12 months in Grenada and register to vote because they are not from even though they're part of CARICOM, the law does not speak to CARICOM. It does not speak to OECS. It speaks to Commonwealth countries. So people who are from Commonwealth countries can come, and they can be from Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. Which other countries you had in Kenya? All of these are Commonwealth countries. So people from those countries can spend 12 months in Grenada and then they can register to vote. So Commonwealth countries are countries that were formerly ruled by the UK, by England. And therefore they're part of the Commonwealth of Nations, that body of former colonies of the United Kingdom. A British citizen could come here and spend 12 months and vote in a Grenadian election. They can register and vote. And they are British citizens, they take up Grenadian citizenship. So that is the law. So while it is okay, yeah, everybody is messaging and calling that, hey, they are St. Lucians registering, they come and work at Reno. What you all need to do is, number one, identify the individuals. Don't just say St. Lucians. Because me going through the voters list, I don't see the place of origin of the people that are registered. Yeah, you don't see the place of origin. It doesn't tell you that this person was born in Timbuktu. It doesn't tell you that this person was born in Canaries, in St. Lucia. Or they were born in where's that place? Millet in St. Lucia. It tells you just the person's name. So if we as individuals know that there are people who are St. Lucian that have registered, we have to, one, identify them, and two, verify that these people have been living in Grenada for the past 12 months. And living in Grenada for the past 12 months doesn't mean that you come and you start living here and you're here for 6 months and then you leave and you go back in St. Lucia for 3 months and you come back for another month. And so, no, that is not 12 months. 12 months mean you're here for 12 months. It doesn't mean because when you leave and you come back, it start counting again, in my view. And I believe that is how the law is interpreted. So if it's people who does leave and come back, they're not supposed to be registered. And therefore, we must identify the people. Because there are many people who are from St. Lucia here. There are many people from all the other islands in Grenada. Grenada is the Mecca of beautifulness. So people from all other countries find themselves here when they're looking for beautifulness. Whether it's in the people or the scenery, whether it's in our attitude. But they come to Grenada when they're looking for original beauty. So as such, we have people from other countries. And we need not be xenophobic. What we need to do is ensure that the law, one, we need to know that there is a law. And the law says that yes, they can be registered. But the law also says under what conditions they can be registered. So they can't come in January and be registered already. If that is the case, identify them. You see the reason that we have been saying canvass the voters list. Because if the list is being canvassed properly, you all would know in the different areas who these people are. If indeed that is the case, you will know who these people are. So when you're asked the question, tell us who these St. Lucians are, you all will be able to say, well, this person Jean-Pierre, or that person Glud, Herman Glud, or whatever it is. You all will be, yeah, there's somebody St. Lucian names. You all will be able to give us the names, the exact names, so that we can check and verify, because it's pretty easy to verify. Because if you report that to the Parliamentary Electoral Office, they then have a responsibility to check with immigration. And they would see when this person has entered or left the state of Grenada. And as such, their name can be struck off the voters list. You see, and that is why I continue to say now that we have to understand that the weakness of our opponent is not our strength. There are a lot of people that make that mistake. They make that mistake in business. They make that mistake in sports. They make that mistake in different types of competitions. They make that mistake in life. They always take the weakness of their opponent as their strength. I am going to win the race because that fella that does run faster than me, he get a cut on the leg. Or he did stumble and damage his knee. So he can't beat me in the race. Then you get licks when you go into the race. Yeah? You cannot take the weakness of your opponent as your strength. In other words, you always have to operate as though the opponent you're going up against is strong. You always have to go up against them as though they are at their best and that you need to beat their best. Because I see some people slipping up, you know. Right or wrong, I've seen some people slipping up. Because every time you all hear something, I realize people start to jump up and so, but yeah, what? While you jumping up and celebrating, the other people knocking door to door and canvassing. And they're going to some of the people who they were able to convince the last time to come over to their side. They are trying to convince the people to stay with them. That is what they are doing. Trying to convince the people to stay with them. Meanwhile, you jumping up. The change candidate. Yeah? This candidate, they're changing that candidate and so. I know we business. Do we walk? How much door you knock for the week? How much people you pick up your phone and you call and you try to convince them to vote for the new National Party? We are in the month of July. Can you say that you have convinced 2 people a month? 3 people? 10? How many people have you convinced? People that have left. You heard the caller a while ago speaking about people that may have voted for the NDC the last time around. And not all were NNP supporters. There are people that are middle of the road. They don't identify as supporters of the NNP. They don't identify as supporters of the NDC. But they got up and they gave the NDC a chance the last election. Are we going to say, well, they vote for NDC the last time, let it take it, we ain't going and talk with them? No. You have to go and talk with them. Because these people hurting more than anybody else. Those of us that voted for the NNP, we voted for the NNP because we knew what was taking place now, the incompetence that is taking place now, would have taken place with a group of individuals because they had no body of work to show to you, the Grenadian people, and say, we have been successful in this. And therefore, we are people who know how to make successes. When I say the NDC didn't win the last election as much as the NNP lost it, it flew over a lot of people's head. Many people didn't understand what I was saying when I said that. That is not that the NDC was so good and so great and they come and they win the election. It was that some of us, yes, us, some of us did not do what we're supposed to do in the way that we're supposed to do it. Some of us find, okay, we win 15 seats in 2013 and we win 15 seats in 2018. Then even if we lose a seat or 2 in 2022, don't worry, we still forming government. That was the attitude. Some of you who are listening to this program tonight, you know what I'm saying is true. It fall in some people's pot. Cook it because it's the truth. And you cannot go into our next election with the same attitude. You cannot go into our next election with the same behaviors. This is 2026. It's a different era. So those who made the error, which they didn't believe was an error at the time, but they went and they got up election morning and they went into a polling station and they voted for the NDC, they know the error of their ways right now. And we call on them to come home. It is time to come home to the party that is always better for Grenada. So when we say this to the artists who lost their visas, we say, listen, under a new National Party administration, it's not a man that stand up in Parliament and say that he's standing strong with Cuba. And then when the vote for Cuba come up, the man abstain from voting. It is not them set of people, them kind of people that go in and negotiate with the Americans to get your visa back for you as artists, to make sure that you could properly go to the United States and take part in competitions and whatever and come back home or go and sing and different things. It's the NNP that could do that. It's the new National Party that have the competency from the political leader down the line. Because you have the political leader that has her connections and her connectivity and has the ability and has the track record of getting things done. And then you have people like Adrian, who is there. Dr. Adrian can get it done. But you have to know what you're doing. Because you, the artists out there, the soca artists and the other artists who lost your visas, you lost your visas because of the ignorant statements, and ignorant in the Grenadian sense. Ignorant statements, well, in both senses, the Grenadian sense and the proper sense of ignorant. The ignorant statements of your government. Because your government thought they could outsmart everybody else and they're brighter than everybody else. They went and they said things and they did things that caused you to end up in the situation that you are in right now. And realize who in it, who under the pressure? Two particular Caribbean countries, Antigua and Grenada. Those are the two countries getting pressure left, right, and center. You're not hearing it happening to St. Vincent. You're hearing a little bit with St. Lucia, but not much. You're hearing a little bit with Dominica, but not much. Jamaica, not at all. And your government continues to hide things from you. We will continue to ask the question because we don't have no 3-day memory here. We have a very long memory. So we continue to ask questions such as, what is the present status of the U.S. request to send non-Grenadian nationals to Grenada? Have we already received? Are we in the process of receiving? Have we confirmed numbers? How many are we going to receive? Over what period of time? What are the arrangements for these individuals when they get to Grenada or after they have already gotten here? Because we don't know if there are some here. Because our government is remaining silent. And by now, we should know that when this NDC administration staying quiet on something, is because something really bad they're trying to run from with it. That is why they don't want to discuss Project 500. They don't want to discuss that at all because it has been an abject failure. Houses costing nearly $1 million to build that they then having to come back and sell for $250,000 and $500,000. Totally outpricing the average Grenadian. They cannot buy it. Houses that they promised would be reasonably priced for all Grenadians. That ain't for all Grenadians. That is for the upper crust. That is for the upper middle class and upper class of Grenadians. Them people that could pull the Visa card, the gold Visa card and the MasterCard and go and eat sushi and go and lime outside of Grenada. That is for them people. But the average Grenadian, even you in the civil service right now, you can't afford that. You can't. Then they have a set of you that they say, okay, we making all your permanent. Run and get all your letter. Run and get this and run and get that and run and get the other. And all you waiting still. How much all they confirm? All you waiting still. You know what they're waiting on? They want to give all of these letters which are not permanent employment. Let me warn all you, it's not permanent employment. They're going to give all your contracts and they're going to give all your just the month before they call the general election. Because they talk out there. Some of them just can't keep their mouth quiet, so they talk out there. They're going to give you all just before they call the election, so it's fresh in your mind. Yes, they make me permanent. No, they didn't. They gave you a contract. If they had to make you permanent, it has to go through the Public Service Commission. Say it with me. Public Service Commission. PSC. But NNPites, don't look at the faults of the NDC and think that is going to win you the election alone. There's a lot of hard work to be done. And I keep mentioning canvassing, but canvassing is not the only thing to be done. There are a lot of other things that each and everybody can help with. And we all should be offering our services in whichever way to whichever part of the campaign that we feel comfortable in offering our services to. Yes, we do know and we do understand, because it happened to me while I in town last week, Thursday. It happened to me again on Saturday, that I keep meeting people who would come up to me. Some of them I know, some I don't. Sheldon, I support NNP, I support the party, but I can't come out to the activities afraid. These fellas and them acting vicious. So afraid. But the day will come when you don't have to be afraid. That day is when you walk into the polling station and you make a conscious decision that you shall not live in fear. That fear shall be no more. But fairness is what shall reign in Grenada, and not fear. So that when you go into that polling station, you are going to look for the house, the symbol of the new National Party, and place your vote. How many of us have told our children, who may be first-time voters, how to vote? They could come out of university, they're still making mistake on the ballot, you know. Because you have to tell them, you have to explain with them. Don't walk inside with a pen and decide you want to use their pen, so you go in and use a pen. Spoil ballot. Spoil ballot, no, you have to use what they provide. The pencil they provide is what you're using. Yeah? That you have to look and you have to be careful and you have to look for the space where they tell you mark it and mark it there. That there's a particular process. How many of us have checked with people? Because I'm telling you, I've been on campaigns before, not necessarily in Grenada, but I've been on campaigns before where I've met people that were part and parcel of the campaign, up and down and all around going with you with the campaign. And when the time comes to vote, they can't vote. You know why? They're not registered. And that was a fault of the campaign. Because they did not check these people. They just assume because, yeah, she always there. Did you check to see? Is she registered? She jumping on the bus with you for every NNP activity. When the campaign starts, they're in every village meeting, they're in every rally, they're in every zonal meeting, they're in it, town hall meeting, they're in it, and they're up front. But their name not on the voters list. When you check the name not on the voters list, how come? Don't take the weakness of NDC as your strength. We have work to do. And while some of us jumping up and putting on the old oil and thing for the carnival, don't feel the other side how they're working still, you know. Because some people, they think, boy, put on the guns, everything for the... No. Yes, next week, I will low on the program because I realize that there are a lot of people that are more tuned into the carnival activities and so on. You're going to be having next week. I didn't even realize it's next week. I thought we still had a week after again. But from next week, you're going to be having the things like the Queen Show, the Soca and Groovy Monarch, Panorama, everything. That's next week, not this week, but next week already. So we will stop programming for the week next week, and we'll come back the Wednesday immediately after Carnival. So we won't be on during the week next week unless something major happens and we have to come on to do a special program on it. So we will not be on for the week next week, but we'll be on for the rest of this week, and then next week we are off. So most likely we may do a Friday program this week. Yeah? But don't think that means that I put on my guns. No, during that time, I'm recording. During that time, I'm pulling up information. During that time, I'm putting things together. So when I come back, the Wednesday, the Thursday, the Friday, might even be the Saturday and all, I will have enough information to last for the rest of the year. So even though I'm not on air, I will be gathering information and doing things. But we have a lot of work to do, and we need to understand that. Yeah? Folks, the phone lines are open, 440. I just thought I had to say that tonight. For some reason, I just believe that I had to say that tonight, because I think I'm seeing so many people jumping up and overjoyed when they hear something. For instance, I saw an article out about the St. Patrick East seat, and that there is most likely going to be a new candidate there. I'm not in NDC, so I can't tell you what they're doing. But that's not my business. My business is to make sure that Bobby up there. My business is to make sure that Bobby has good people around him, and that he continues to do the excellent job that he's doing, that he continues to go around and meet the people and to inform people about who Bobby is, what he's doing. Yes, Robert White, I'll say Bobby. But that he continues to get that push so they could come with Barack Obama. They're getting licks. Whoever they come with, they could come with the Archangel, they're getting licks. Whoever they come with, they're going to get the licks. We have to continue doing our work. We have a caller online. Hello, good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Yeah, good night, boss.
Go right ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I pass down by the site where they have this for the hospital, and I noticed there are some the front of it, the barbed wire, the barong, the whole front, right, wrong, and they have two. And there are two security booths, you know.
So there were two security booths now.
So I just tell you for the what when they tell us it's this hospital thing, they lie. Yeah. So good night, boy.
All right, caller, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, folks. You see, well, I didn't pass, so I tell all you. Somebody who passed, there are two security booths now. One. Two security booths they have, not even one, you know. We have a caller on the line. Go right ahead, caller.
Just 2 seconds. Even Saturday Garnet, I was speaking to a young man. The same thing you just said, I said that to him. I said, don't take the weakness of NMP for the weakness of NDC to gain, for NMP to gain victory. I said, we have a lot of work to do. We have to do our work. We got to do our work like if we far behind to gain our victory, because the weakness of someone, we should never take it as a strength of other party. And look at you saying the same thing. That's what we have to do. We have to continue to canvass, do what is right for enemy to gain the victory, and we need each and every hand on board to gain the victory, Sheldon. Have a blessed night, Sheldon.
All right, buddy. Yeah, and that's the thing. We cannot take the weakness of the others. Listen. I look at some of the candidates that the New National Party has out there. And if you look at the candidates, they are leading by example. And let me use that example. Dr. Adrian Joseph is in a seat that most Grenadians would tell you, but he don't have to do no work, he win the seat already. He isn't doing that, you know. He working like if he losing the seat. And the seat don't have a candidate, they could have a candidate. He do business. He's doing his work in his seat. You have a similar situation in St. Mark. The New National Party has never lost St. Mark. Never. In the worst of times, St. Mark has always stayed with the NNP. Do you think that Dr. Clarice Modest and Dr. Mayana Charles are saying, well, Dr. Modest never lose the seat, she win it so much time in a row, and NNP always win the seat, and as such, they just take it and say, oh, you don't have to do much work, man. We go out every now and again. We go show we face. No. They are working as though they're from behind. They are working. So if you're seeing examples like that from the leaders, all of us have to take that and work. Yes, it's okay to talk about it. Yes, NDC looking to move Cornwall. That's NDC business. Because how we are supposed to make sure that we are structured is that whether they come with Cornwall, who go get licks, or they bring the other lady, personal assistant over, she go get licks. Whoever they bring, they go get licks. But we have to make sure not just that we cut their tail, you know. We have to make sure we do it convincingly. You have to make sure that there's such space between them. There's no need for no recount and all kind of thing. They trigger in a recount. Make sure the space is far enough. So we can't take the belief that we go win just so. No, we go win if we work to win. That is how we will win. We shall be victorious if we work to win. NDC go do what NDC had to do. They will do what they have to do. And the NNP has to do what it has to do. So the leadership is doing what it has to do. We have a firm, we have a strong leader in the Honorable Emlyn Pierre. We have a strong leader who is doing what needs to be done. We have a strong team around her. And we are the strongest political institution in this country. We passed the stage of just being a political party. We are an institution. And we have our work to do. Do the work. Get the young ones involved as well. Because sometimes, and some people may not like to hear this, sometimes we must understand that we are getting a bit up there in age. And we must be encouraging the young ones to come in and do what they have to do. I'm seeing it in different places, and I'd like to congratulate you all who are doing it. But not everybody doing it. Encourage the young ones. Sometimes you have to say, okay, I know we just go out and canvas and I canvas in 2003. In fact, I canvas in 1984. And I canvas in now. No, sometimes you have to say, hey, you, young fella, come, let me teach you something. And bring them and help them, let them get into the canvassing. Because they go like it, you know. They go like it. Because like doing sales too, you know. They go like it. So some of us have to know too sometimes to encourage the next generation coming up. Because we can't be doing it forever. There are things that I've done in the 2003 campaign and the 2008, 2013, 2018 campaign that I can't do again. I've gotten to a stage where I actually can't do it again. I can't do the certain things that I did then I can't do now. But there are other things I can do. And all of us have to understand that as well. Yeah? We have to have an honest discussion with each other on these things. The phone lines are open. 440-7377. That is the number to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah? And again, to our friends out there in the diaspora, there's this misconception in my mind that the NDC has the majority of people in the diaspora. I don't believe that. I don't for one moment believe. They may have a lot of noisy people. They may have a lot of confusion people. They may have a lot of people that like to threaten people and all kind of thing out there or hide behind fake names. But that doesn't mean that they have the majority of people. Yeah? It's have a pile of fowls sleeping on a tree. A mongoose go behind one fowl and that fowl start to make noise. It's only then you just realize that the whole tree have fowl on it. You might have seen that one and that the one that make the noise. But when that fowl start to make noise, you realize all the other, you could tell it's a country boy, all the other fowl and them start to make noise. Yeah, or a serpent pass you. Then you just know how much fowl it are there. So when people talking about, oh, NDC this and NDC that to the diaspora, let us stay there and continue to think that they might have more noisy people, more frontish people who will come in your inbox and try to cuss you. They don't come in mine because my mouth have no bar. And the moment I realize your stupidness, I save my peace and stability. I just block and delete. So they jump in the inbox. Hey, who is you? Go and find your friend. Block and delete. You read the first line, you see their nonsense, block and delete. I don't even read it further than that. Just block and delete. Why do you think you can come under the live here and they don't under here like this be under other people live? they get block and delete. We don't tolerate that sort of nonsense. Yeah? We don't tolerate that. People must feel free and they could come here and they could talk and they could think. But you think you're coming here and disrespect people and think, no, we get rid of you. Folks, 4407377. The phone lines are, let me hear you all. Because I think some of us are warning and putting the warning out there early. Some of you all taking the weaknesses of the NDC as your strength. It is not. You develop your strength. Yeah, if you have to supercharge it, supercharge your strength. Don't use steroids, but supercharge your strength. Eat the right things, exercise. Supercharge your strength. But don't take the weakness. Oh, they have problem here. Or they have problem there, so it means I could ease up. No ease up. Yeah? No ease up. We have a call on the line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Okay, seems as though we lost that caller. 4407377. Give us a call. 4407377. Yeah, now ease up, man. We easing up. Yeah? Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello. Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Scott and Captain Points.
Good night, sir. Go right ahead.
Yes. I just want to make a point there because as I'll be saying to our people that we don't have to keep reminding our people of what's going on because most of them say the NDC just say that Grenadians is easy to forget. So I just keep now and again coming back after 2 weeks or 1 week, it's something what we mentioned before. Because like we cannot, I was saying to the people of St. Patrick West, St. Patrick East and Grenada as a whole, we cannot rest the topic of corruption. We cannot rest the topic of victimization. We cannot rest the topic of wastage because in my whole political life, this is the first administration I ever seen so much of these things happening. So we have to keep reminding our people and also calling on my people. So we should compliment our political leader, our opposition leader, for a very, very good job. To emphasize on what a wonderful job she has been doing. She has been showing she care and concern for poor people of this country. She cares about the people of this country. And imagine she in the opposition bench. Well, when we put her into office, then we go see who is how much she consider people. I just tell people that I know the lady because right now I thought they was not listening to certain statements she has been making, but I realized they start to get frightened of certain statements that she is making, especially cost of living. She never dropped this item. And they try to attack it. And how they attack it still don't really working out. It's still going against the poor people of this country. The poor businessmen, the small business of this country will not benefit from it. So you could see they listen, but they get mad. I say this government getting crazy. They don't know. They don't know what to do. What's the mercy government getting? So Grenadian, my people of St. Patrick West, you have a young man who is working hard for you day and night. St. Patrick East, you have two gentlemen who is going to bring back this parish as it should be, because remember, all big project we got it for St. Patrick, the NDC stopped it and say they came in just in time to stop it. It's too big for St. Patrick. NDC never wishing well for the people of St. Patrick. I have to keep reminding them. So, Mr. Spear, keep up your good work. The opposition, as an opposition leader, you're doing what you have to do. And the government is feeling you. They're feeling you and they're feeling threatened of your good works, what you is doing. I praying for you and I calling on all the people of Grenada to pray for Miss Spear. She means well and she's going to transform this country. She's going to work for every man, woman, and child in this country. I rest my case. Thank you, Mr. Scott,
All
for
right.
you listening to me.
No problem, brother.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, indeed. 440-7377. You can call us directly. You can also call us on the WhatsApp. Yeah, 440-7377. Yeah, folks, we have a political lead. Listen, I've worked with Honorable Emlyn Pear since the year 2005. Yeah, I've worked with the Honorable Emlyn Pear since that point in time. And when she makes you a promise, you could go to the bank with it. Yeah? We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
How you doing? Hi, good night, caller. You go right ahead. You're live. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Yes,
Sheldon.
we're hearing you. You can go right ahead, caller.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Sheldon, what you're saying there, I applaud you for that, because there's still weakness in some of the areas. There's still weakness because only a few weeks ago, a lady, a friend of mine, right? We know for long years, and she tell me she stopped in her transport and she tell me, she say, look, I hope nobody will come in front of me when you see election time, because nobody will come by her now. I say, all right. So I went and I informed one of the person in charge, and I tell him, I say, look, there's a lot of weakness. We can't stand up and say we win already. That is stupid talk. It's the same thing some years ago, I think it was in 2018, the same thing they was doing. When you send them outside to do work, they're not going and do the work. They're saying that is an MP. But you have to grade in other people to come in. So this is the way we're supposed to go. And make sure we're seeing people on the ground, going to all the different creeks and corners, and make sure that the people are doing what they're supposed to do. You can't be sticking behind them like a bug. They have to go and do what they have to do because they know what they're supposed to do. So let them do their work. And we want that. And a lot of people saying, you're seeing a lot of them, but it's time for them to be showing that they are working in order for these people and them come out from there. We can't take that again for another 5 years. Sheldon, good night.
All right, my
Take
dear.
care.
You have a wonderful one. All right. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. Yeah, we have work to do. We have work to do. There are many people who are listening to this program tonight who have not checked the voters list. When you want to check it, when election announced, the election is not being announced by the NNP, you know. Deacon Mitchell had say hearing, belly blowing conch shell, and he go blow his conch shell and announce the election. So whenever he blows the conch shell, and then you're running to find if your name on the list, and then you're running, that's too late. Too late shall be the cry. So you need to check now. You need to verify that you're there now. You need to verify that the people that are wrong you, that you know are supporting the NNP, that they are on the list as well. Them hardcore NDC, we don't care if them on the list or they're not on the list. We ain't bothering with them. We just want to make sure they are where they're supposed to be on the list. Yeah? Not because they're NDC, we ain't catering. No. Don't feel we are hardcore NDC and you go leave and cross the border and you end up voting in St. John when you should be in St. Mark. Or you cross over from St. George Northwest and you end up in St. Mark and think, nah, we ain't taking chance with that. I'm operating like Brother Nimrod Olivier. Are knocking every door. Are checking every name. Every single day. When you call him, Hey, I will talk to you. Are they in a veranda? Yes, Scotty. I will call you back. Are they meeting with a group of fellas here? Yeah? Are working like Brother Nimrod Olivia out there? Because you have to do it. The leadership is showing you. The leadership is showing you. Follow the example. I know many of you are. I'm saying many of you that have not yet done it, do it now. Come on out. Do what you have to do. And if you are afraid, I know look afraid that. I personally don't know look afraid them. I don't know. I always believe Grenadians is a brave set of people. Even as a little boy in Trinidad, you hear, when the Americans invade, fellas was outside playing marble pitch, when bullet the pelting. You say all kind of stories. That Grenadians don't afraid nothing. So I always grow with the belief Grenadians don't afraid anything. Except a drizzle which should give you the cold. That's the only thing we're afraid. We ain't taking no drizzle. For in times that a drizzle, we head for a corner. We ain't taking wet with that because that will get the cold. And that could kill you. So we're afraid. But other than that, we ain't afraid of anything else. Yeah? But all you afraid, that group of people, all you afraid, really and truly. And they're grinning because they know they have some all you afraid, so they're grinning about it, you know. My goodness, nah. No. We can't be afraid of these individuals. You have to stand up to them. Because I'll tell you now that we have photographs of many public servants, people who are under the Public Service Commission, people who are contracted on contracts with the government of Grenada. We have loads of photos of these people in NDC branded t-shirts with the words NDC on it, with the pictures of candidates on it. We have loads of photos of those people up to last week going out and canvassing and going around to NDC activities. So if they interfere with one of all you, if they try to bring just one, in fact, if they try to bring all your toenail and not the rest of all you, to any public service commission or any disciplinary committee, is court we go in. Political victimization. We go into court here. Because we have the photos, you know. Because they're brave. They putting up their picture when they're going out and canvas. They putting out their picture when they're going out to the rallies and so on. They putting out their picture. They're loud and proud. But all you afraid them. All you can afraid them. I think they're afraid too. Tevin. I think they're afraid. Yes, across the police. I man they're afraid. Oh, please. Really and truly? Run, all you afraid? Kireen, all you afraid? Deacon, all you afraid? Man, come on, man. Seriously. Yeah? All you so afraid that all you willing to cause these guys to get another 5 years to have all you afraid for another 5 years again? You all realize if you stand up to them now and make them back down and do what you have to do, that those guys have to, must, and will go. You can't let these guys scare you. They'll never let them scare me. Them can't make my heart beat one beat over what it's supposed to be. They can't send my blood pressure up by one. Nothing they could do it. Me afraid them. Them afraid me. I know that. You all know. They afraid this program and they afraid me. That's just every one of them. Don't try, man. They afraid. But me afraid them. I ain't afraid them at all. At the same token, you have to look out for coward blow. You have to look out for it from them. So protect yourself. But you can't afraid them. See people there, afraid to come out because they'll do me this. I could have put on a green t-shirt and come, you know. You could put on, and let me explain to some of you in the public service. You can come to an NNP rally and you could put on a green t-shirt, they can't do nothing to you. The rule says that it cannot be branded and you can't talk on the platform. So let me repeat again to those of you within the public service that probably don't know the rules. You can put on a green t-shirt. You can come to an NNP function. The only rules are that you cannot go on the platform. So you can't go and do prayers or anything like that. You can't go and do that. Right? You can't do prayers. You can't go and make no speech on the platform. Right? That's against the rules. But you could attend the meeting. They can't tell you can't attend the meeting. And what spite they go spite you? They don't do again, you're not ready. So I don't understand what some are talking about. They don't do giving all you nothing they say because they're looking to see. They say the reason some all they was getting was because they don't know the real NDC. So they sent out their message here before that they need to know who the real NDC are. That is, they send out their message. The audio is there. If you don't want to play it tonight again, it is there. You all heard it. You all know it. The Prime Minister said the reason some NNP are getting and the NDC again is because they don't know who the real NDC are. In any other country, he would have been removed as Prime Minister immediately. Immediately, he'd have been removed. But we sit down here in Grenada, keep. Yeah, what the man make? How the man could say that thing? Oh, he's supposed to go same day. Same day. For that done statement, he's supposed to go the same day. But like some of us afraid. All you afraid? That's all you afraid? Man, joke all you making, man. Joke all you making. You ain't afraid. Me ain't afraid them so. 4407377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside. As I said, this week we'll be discussing the measures that government has taken due to cost reliefs and this kind of. We'll be talking about that. I have a document I see today. I was going to talk about that document tonight and I decided to hold off on it and start with that document tomorrow because I have a minister on video saying that what is in that document is not true. Yet still, that same minister's ministry has now provided documentation to prove what the leader of the opposition and Ms. Jenny Simon was saying is true. But he stood up in Parliament and said what they were saying is not true. So we go deal with that tomorrow night, yeah? I had the document. They can't stop that. Well, just let the people in the printry know I'm coming from a copy of the Government Gazette tomorrow. Because I realize that the government has now, they've removed the Government Gazette from online. Previously, for the last number of years, you've been able to get a copy of the Government Gazette on a specific web page for the Government Gazette. This government has stopped that. Now, the Government Gazette is where I get some of the information that I use on this show. So, for instance, the last thing I think we spoke about from that was that Mr. Cornwall's CBI company that he has up there in Mount Parnassus, that company was closed. Yeah? That's the last thing I speak about. So you see those things, not in other publications, and so you see it in the Government Gazette. So because we have been using information from the Government Gazette, they shut down the website. There was another place they realized the Government Gazette was appearing, they shut that down too. So you're not getting the Government Gazette. So it means I just had to go and pay $3 in the print tree. I'll do it. Nothing. I'll go. Hey, give them the power. All you really feel like go stop me? Hey. In fact, I think I need a $300. I need a $300. I go apply for the year's supply. Send it to email it to me. Yeah, I want the hard copy. Email it to me. Somebody go sponsor that. Yeah, we go pay for the Government Gazette, and all you go have to email it to me every month, every week. And if it's not emailed, there'll be consequences. Yeah. In 1979, they say could I walking up every week to thing there? Yeah, that's one kind of thing. So we go deal with it the other way, yeah? We forget them for the crimes they commit, cause we benefit from the revolution. And what a revolution. Somebody sponsor that. We need to pay for the Government Gazette. It's $300 for the year, and they would send the copy to me each week. Yeah, we will pay for it. Love meant
for we. For a little nation, fight so much segregation. And if we can't have integration, we taking back the agriculture.
If they think they're going to hide the information in that, that's where we get the consumer price index. That's where we get different things about certain CBI companies they're registering and so on. So tomorrow, I'll go and I'll buy the normal copy. But after that, we go pay and we go get, we will set up on that, man. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. It's now 32 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada. Yeah, for those of you listening tonight and you know you're going out for the carnival season, there's some parties and different fetes and so taking place this week, this weekend, into next week and the following week.
All we see is green.
Folks, remember, safety, yeah? Make sure your children are safely secured, yeah? Make sure that your children are properly secured.
Power, we give them the power. But
this thing about leaving the children in the house and go and this thing and you go on party and so no.
Then they forget us when they're ready to make the plans. Yes, for them to get governance.
Make sure your children, would you feel you're out partying and then you hear something happen with your children? Really and truly. If you're a human being, yeah? If you're a human being and you're out there and you hear something wrong with your children, you're freaking out, yeah?
I tell you it's real, give them the
So it's better to make sure that you secure your children properly and also secure your home. If you're leaving your home and there's nobody, make sure you secure your home properly because while you out partying, there are people inside your place partying as well, eh? So you feel them bandit and them want to go and play Monday Night Mass too? You feel they don't want a Carib kit and them kind of thing? Hey. They're going out, they're breaking your place, they're going out for their Carib kit and things, so they're looking to break your place. So you have to make sure and secure your place properly.
Ready to fight a revolution.
Also, folks, we know this is the point in time that you have a lot of accidents because of drinking and driving. Yes, so who driving shouldn't be drinking, eh? Yeah.
Another revolution.
See some people and they go to different activities and they come out and they don't even know when they reach home because they don't know how they reach home. All they know is they reach home and think, we can't have that happening on the roads. Especially with the state of some of the roads right now, you really have to be careful with the drinking and driving thing. If you know you're tired, you're driving and you know you're tired, pull aside. There's Grenada. Just pull aside and take a sleep, yeah? Lock up the vehicle, pull aside, take a sleep.
Industries, all our factories, taking back all our money, taking back the...
You know, there's Grenada. We see somebody park up at the side of the road, we come, we check, we make sure everything okay with them. Hey, that man taking a 5 day. All right, cool. And we gone. We go check. We go make sure everything okay with you. We go stop, we go check, we go say, hey, yeah, partner's taking a little rest day, man. You good? Hey, partners, you okay? Yeah, taking a 5. Right. Down the road. Nice. Then I always talk about this particular one. Be careful who you eat and drink from. There are people who will drug you and do all sorts of things to you. So be careful who you eat and drink from, eh? Sometimes the one, ladies especially, don't think it happen to the men too. Fellas, if all you feel is only the ladies getting it, all you getting it too, you know. It has some vicious man out there. You notice what I'm saying, some vicious man out there. They will throw things in your drink and then you wake up, you're wondering what's going on with you and certain parts of your body are aching. Be careful who you're drinking with, yeah? Be careful who you're drinking from.
Hey, give them the power.
So in all things you do, be careful. Drive for you and everybody else. Because remember, some of our friends or relatives are coming back from countries which they don't drive on the same side of the road as us. So some of them does forget at times and do all kind of madness. So we driving for us and we driving for them. I had an accident like that. There's one individual that slammed into the back of a vehicle at a time, and he was driving, speeding, coming down on the wrong side of the road, and bam, you understand?
Said we should not give up. If I talk productivity, development for we, for our little nation, fight for what's segregation.
Also, folks, we did mention last week, the Prime Minister did speak of the road work taking place that's supposed to take place from the airport starting on Saturday. I'm still waiting to see what work is that take. Maybe he take we advice, here, because they take Honorable Emlyn Pierre's advice regarding the cost of living measures, because the new National Party has been saying, and its political leader has been saying, that, hey, they will be taking cost-cutting measures for the Grenadian people immediately upon assuming office. There are certain measures they'll start looking at and implement within a 3-month period to protect people, to protect the Grenadian people. Yeah? So that you can't, because listen, last week the price of oil went over $100 a barrel again. I think they have a ceasefire or something. They just stopped. They say they run out, I think, to bomb, so they stop bombing right now. I don't know. They say they run out, the Americans say they run out, I think, to bomb, so they stop bombing right now. But we know this thing is continuing. So it means that the price of oil could go over 100 sometime this week again. And if that continues happening, we will continue down this road for months on end.
Power, we give them the power.
As I said, we're going to discuss the cost of living measures during the week this week, yeah. But I still, anybody been down that side, let me know. You can even call and tell me. I see somebody send a video to us earlier today. All I saw was some traffic cones at the side of the road. I thought they said they're going and dig up the road and redo the road. And with the same Trinidad company that in court over there for corruption. Yeah, that same two company and them, that is the companies they had to do thing here. Yeah, and they're giving them what? Is it 3.4 to 4.5%? That is what they're giving them in relation to the oh goodness.
Allow we money, taking back the youth, stay out this country. Cause all the things that they took from we, I don't know about you, but I know we gave them the, we gave them the.
And we have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
Hello, good evening, Russell.
Hey, how you doing? Go right ahead, caller.
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Well, towards the digging up of the airport, they start that, because I was on this Saturday, passed on to this Saturday, to drop off somebody on the airport. They were marching in the place down there like crazy.
No, let me ask, which part down they did dig up? Because I saw a video today, but it didn't show any digging up. It showed they put some stuff at the side of the road.
Right. So when we passed Saturday, there was right along by way that beach hotel, the Palm Beach, I think is the name of the hotel.
Palm Beach.
That is to go inside. That's, I think, Kenny's wife, Kenny Strucking's wife, has her beach house and so on inside. It's a hotel. Small cottages.
So you speak on the top side of the airport?
I'm going down toward the airport.
Oh, okay. So I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Right, that's by SSU coming down there.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right. There was some digging taking place. I don't know what real serious connection it was.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, this whole administration they run out of options. They really run out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they know what to do again. So what the people have to do at this time is to consider, at least they're really working hard on the ground to make sure people name on the list. They're doing a good thing there for them,
Mm-hmm.
But they really ran out of options because they didn't have a plan to lead in the first place. They didn't come up with one. Secondly, now as they're ready to go out, they're stumbling and storming their way through, and so people's lives are still being miserable, and it's worsening, because their hands are in so many different things. who didn't come into government with anything are now ready to go out with a lot of money, you know. How they achieve this money, I don't know. I'm not too sure as to what form of labor they did for that money. You know, I heard somebody saying, oh, well, you know, the salary was good. The salary is good, so they have a problem in the money being raised and so on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I want the Grenadian people to know that we do not forget the many hardships, the many things that they have put us through, you know. Some of us, as they came into office, send us home. You know, we just leave us to fend for ourselves, and, you know, our families are not effectively taken care of. But thank the goodness of God that you know, He has seen us through some of the hardship, you know, and still are helping us, you know, by His power and so on. Now, the people that are looking at the electoral list continue looking out and spotting out the different. Well, we Grenadians know most of our last names, right? Some of these people's first name is even bigger than the last name. Some of the persons that they put on the list, that they register, you know. But still, I'm not too sure about the plan as to how to really deal with this, you know, because some of these persons are citizens, right? So they register, their names on the list, they could vote. Yeah? I really need Kaji, I really need our learned former Attorney General to come back and reiterate some of the policies with regards to registering and voting. That there's one clause we still not understanding. Still not understanding that clause. That thing of regularly residing. That is a headache for a lot of us. You know, because what we coming up with,
Pastor, hello?
that these persons
Pastor?
have not been regularly residing in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So the people in the electoral office need to seriously deal with that, and I don't find they're really knocking that, you know, in the way that they should knock it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So these are some of my concerns tonight, and we want to make sure that we are registered and ready to go. Yeah.
Yes,
Have a good night, brother.
All right, same to you. What I would say here is that I'll double check the law. I know there was an update, was it 2018? I'll double check my thing, but there was something that outlined specifically it outlined the residency clause then. It outlined what it means by a person residing at a particular location. I will see if I can reach out to a former AG Cadgington Hood. He did promise that he would come on that particular issue as well. So I will reach out to him and see if we can get him. You know, sometimes his caseload, so you would not hear him for some period of time. Sometimes because of the particular caseload he might have at that point in time. But I'll reach out to him and see if we can get him on to speak on that particular matter. Yeah? 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get onto the inside.
We give them the power. We give them the...
Yeah, because I was wondering, and again, I'll just make the statement again. It is the stupidest time to do it. Yeah, it is just stupid. Now, I understand what they're trying because I saw it in action on Friday, so I know what they're trying. Here was I trying to get out of Grand Dance. It was roughly what? That would have been around 1? Yeah, around 1, 2 o'clock, trying to get out of Grand Dance. And you realize you're in a line of traffic for a long period of time and you're wondering what's going on. Then you buck up on a bunch of people with a truck, with some tar, and some shovel, and some rake, and they patching pothole in front by Superfund. Yeah, patching pothole in front by Superfund. Now, one, I have no problem with the people who are doing the job. And I want them to know that. I'm the one who will call for them to pay you all because no, I ain't getting paid for that probably until Christmas. So I'm the one that would always call for you to get paid. I don't have a problem with the people. But you see that stupidness are waiting on the busiest day for the week. Understand what they're doing here? The busiest day for the week is when these people decide that they go in and send these trucks to block a lane of traffic to patch pothole. Tell me what sense that make. But you know why they're doing it? They want those Grenadians who are returning to get stuck in the traffic because they are accustomed to traffic in the places where they are. And when they pass, oh, the government doing work, boy, work taking place. Work, you see work taking place? So they wouldn't say, let's do that on a Sunday. They wouldn't say, let's do that on a Saturday. They wouldn't say, let's do that later in the evening when the traffic is less. No, they wait until peak traffic time and block up the traffic with the tar truck and the people with the rake and the shovel because apparently the pothole truck is too good for South St. George. But we doesn't see the Andy Williams on anything these days. We don't see him much. Yeah, realize some kind of thing taking place there. But again, don't use their weakness as your strength. Do what you had to do. But it seems as though the pothole truck is too good for the busiest road in the island. Yeah, it's too good for the busiest road in the island. So the pothole truck can't come down Grand Anse at all. Forget that. It can't reach down this end. No way, no way, no way. And then, if we heard you all correctly, you all going and dig up that road just now anyway. So you all just, anyway, these people and them, brilliant, I say brilliant. Dig up a road during rainy season, brilliant. Dig it up when you have the highest volume of people coming into your country, especially first-time visitors to your country and non-Grenadians. This is the time of year you have the most of them coming into your country. Christmas time, we have a lot of people coming in, but that's Grenadians coming home to spend Christmas. Right now, you have a lot of non-Grenadians, etc. coming in. Yeah, and that's when they decided to get it up. Go on, Papa. Brilliant. We have a call online. Hello. Go right ahead.
That is the reason why these people and them that they outside there and they don't know what's going on in Grenada. I don't know why they shut up the clappers because all they're saying and all they're thinking and saying and doing as though they're here. We here and we don't know what's going on. And nobody could come and tell us anything. Look at the road and the carnage. Well, they might play a mud jam on Tuesday morning.
Well, there's no way that could go there.
So I don't want to know whether or not. But that wickedness. Wickedness are going on there.
All right.
Take care.
No problem. But looking at the Carnage, there's no way that carnival celebrations could be going on to the Carnage. These are the same people that have taken 4 years and not done anything on the River Road project. 4 years have not completed the Molyneux project. Yeah? 4 years before they could reach the near completion with the Cliff Road project. Yeah, they ain't still in finish yet. Near completion with the Cliff Road project. 4 years it take them. Something that would take the NNP a year. 4 years it take these people to get to that stage. Yeah, and I would love to know the cost overruns in every one of those projects I just mentioned, due to them taking longer when material costs, etc. have gone up. So they must tell us about that. Yeah? Why is the River Road project incomplete? Why is Marquis Bridge not done? But they're going on to, we're doing project here, we're doing project there. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. But there's one thing I disagree. I believe that people in the diaspora have a voice and should be speaking on local issues. I have no problem. Let me repeat again. I say it on this program all the time. I have no problem with people in the diaspora calling programs and speaking about what is happening in their country, because Grenada is theirs too. They might be physically located somewhere else, but they're Grenadians, and they have all the right to speak on what is taking place in Grenada. but they also have a responsibility to make sure that they are accurate in what they're saying. So you have some people that would be calling, and when they're talking, those of us here in Grenada listening is like, wait now, what is this person talking about? Can't be the same country I live in they're talking about. Can't be the same country that have one doctor on the emergency because they send the others on vacation during carnival time. Let it tell me a lie. One doctor only having casualty because they send the rest of them on vacation. Stupidness. All they do is so. Carnival time. My goodness, they don't even have enough sense to say, well, okay, then we try to keep as much of them on now, and then we'll place them on vacation afterwards, drip by drip. You give different people vacation. No. You give the majority of them vacation for carnival. Yeah? Brilliant. Smart, all you smart. So tell us what, so you're smart. Smart, all you smart, so. Yeah? I'm being sarcastic, obviously. Smart, all you smart, so. Stupidness. But that's the people we had to deal with. That is who in charge of we place. That is the people. Nimrod. That's the people who in charge of we place. Brilliant. Yeah? Them couldn't even become a private in the army, you know. I think the army would have taken them, but they'd have failed the exam. Them couldn't join the police force and become lieutenant and all kind of thing. We are competent people in the NNP that wouldn't make stupid mistakes like that. People that know you don't go and dig up your busiest, most important road leading to the airport when you have the highest traffic coming out from the airport, simply because you want to give the impression that you're doing so much. In the rainy season, you have to hope, Papa God, we have to hope some heavy rain fall because we know it's mud mass coming down the road there. Mud mass. Yeah, playing Juve down there with mud mass. We had a hope. Nonsense. People that looking to go, look at the closure project. What's the latest with the closure project now? Or let's settle with the gentleman now. Have you all gone through and settled with him? Is everything okay now? You can't even say that. Because stupidness. That is all they're doing. Madness. Look at Team NNP though. If you're looking at agriculture, you have people like Jelani Glean inside there. We still have backup from brothers like Brother BJ and so on. So we still have all of these people within the NNP with a lot of knowledge of agriculture and fisheries. You have people like Brother Alvin Dabrio, who is also an engineer. Yeah, the man is into telecoms, all kind of thing. So we have somebody that could sit in cabinet that understands the various aspects of engineering and could speak with authority on certain issues. Yeah? So we have people, we have competent people. We have people like Mrs. Nolene Thompson inside there. So in an NNP cabinet, you know you have somebody there who is compassionate, who understands the plight of the differently abled, who is also a communication specialist, who is also a small businesswoman, who is also a parent. So you have somebody like Nolene in your cabinet. That's a wealth of information and knowledge. You have somebody like a Nimrod Olivier in your cabinet, who has spent years in both the U.S. Navy and years in the New York Police Department, going to one of the highest ranks possible within that. So when it comes to security, national security, when it comes to all of these areas, and engineering as well, because they didn't know Brother Nimrod was doing engineering. Yes, he know about engineering too. All of these things, you have a competent person in there. But Christopher Diali, when it comes to economics, it comes to agriculture. Yes, he's into agriculture as well. That's somebody that has a wealth of knowledge. Sister Amanda Japal George. not a wealth of knowledge. Yeah? She's might be short in stature, but she's a literary giant, you know. She's also a businesswoman who understands the concerns of small and medium-sized businesses in Grenada and has interacted with them from one end of the island to the other. So she knows, and she's a young parent as well. So she understands what young ladies are going through out there. So you have that set of knowledge, that group of knowledge in a cabinet. You have Brother Nolan Cox. He's worked in health. He's worked in agriculture. He's worked in infrastructure. He's been in the Senate. He's been in the Parliament before. This is an individual with a wealth of knowledge in various areas. He's worked in youth and sport. So this man could do anything. He ain't coming to learn on the job. He coming to teach. He coming to implement. So these are individuals that you have there that can help the political leader who herself is a wealth of knowledge, whether it comes to the field of education, sports development, youth development. That this is a person who came in 2013 and said to the Grenadian youth, hey, we are going to bring back a new Imani program for you. We are going to develop it further than we had it before and provide opportunities for you. And when you're looking to take in the first 2,000, watch them. Dr. Mitchell watch her, she watched Dr. Mitchell. Both of them watch me and they say, hey, can't take just the 2,000. We had to double it. We had to double it. And they did that and brought in additional young people, giving them the opportunity. Where you have literally thousands of them who are in permanent jobs right now. The NDC don't want you to know that. But thousands of these young people are into permanent jobs right now because of the opportunity, the foot they got in the door under the Imani program. Tell me how much door they opened for the young people since they came in 2022. The only door they opened was the door to the bank for them to go and deposit the thousands upon thousands of dollars that they went and deposit inside there. Did they open any doors for young people? Did they create any tangible opportunities for young people? None. Sister Emlyn Pierre did though. She has a track record of achievement. When they were saying stadium can't build, Sister Emlyn Pierre built it in record time. In record time. And they go say, no, not she built it, the Chinese built it. I was there. I saw when the Chinese had to come and meet with her. Whether it is to discuss where this seating is supposed to go or that everything, her fingerprint is literally on everything in relation to that Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Emlyn Pierre. They could go high, they could go low. It's a fact. They can't take it away from her. And after all of that, it got the top class certification from the world body. That is how you're able to have all of these different athletes coming to Grenada and using Grenada as a training camp. And so if it was up to the NDC, it would still have the stadium that was damaged by Hurricane Ivan there. If it was up to them. But Emlyn Pierre did it and in record time. So the time that NDC in, she did already build a stadium and have a Carifta Games already. And by this time had over 6,000 young people done past Sri Mani already. Emlyn Pierre, during that space of time, had already done that. What they do? What have they done in that space of time? But they want to talk about her? Joke they're making. Yeah? The NNP has competence. You are Sister Kate. Sister Kate has been a constant educator of young people. She is. When it comes to economics and that sort of thing, she doing it. You come to sports and thing, ask Paradise FC. Ask Paradise Football Club about Kate Skeeter, Louis Peters. Yeah? And I ain't talking about just when she in politics. I'm talking about from since long ago. When it comes to culture, when it comes to youth development. The first place I met Kate Skeeter, Louis Peters was back in about 2005. With a group of young people working in Paradise Junction. And I always used to ask the project officer for that area about Kate. What going on with Kate and them? Because she always involved in some youth program up there. Come in and collect prizes on behalf of the group. So she in J Street. She there long. And she has shown her competency before in the Ministry of Youth and Sport. So you're not going with somebody that you're wondering if they could handle the job. You know she could handle it. You know that. You have Teacher Lisa. Why do you think the people of St. Andrew Northwest are gravitating towards Teacher Lisa like that? They're gravitating towards her because they recognize somebody who can do it, who has done things for them before, who they have seen achieve things for the community, not just for herself, for the community. She has a track record of achievement with the community. And they know that she will continue that in government for them and expand on it. That is why the people there, they are going solidly behind Teacher Lisa. That's why they had to change registration officer and try all kind of stupidness up there. Could try all they want. Once the workers there do the work, Kaya, once all they do all the work up there, no way, no number 10. Number 10, take out the 1. Doing that Eric Williams, take out the 1 from 10 and you have what? 0. After election, there's no number 10 again, calling her 0. Ten years it is. Yeah. You have a man who was the Attorney General of Anguilla in Dwight Osford. Yeah? Legal luminary. You could call Dwight now and ask him any legal question and he could give you an answer. Solicitor General in Grenada, Attorney General in Anguilla. Years in the legal field. That is not like the Jukutu Attorney General that we are there right now. That Jukutu Attorney General. We don't deal with Jukutu, you know. It's people the level of a Dwight Osford that we have within the new National Party. And then you also have people like Mr. Troy, an educator, and not just an educator at SGU. You feel SGU hiring somebody to educate people who is not top class in their field? That means that Troy is one of the best. That is why they would hire him. They don't just grab anybody and say, hey, you come and teach in SGU. You feel so? There's like brilliant minds to educate brilliant minds. So you have an individual there who understands business, who understands economics, a numbers man, and also a down-to-earth individual who knows what it is like for the average Grenadian. He lived the life, he see it. So no matter where you look at, because we could go in St. Mark's and we could talk about Dr. Mayana, you know. Now I ain't forgetting nobody tonight. We could talk about Dr. Mayana and her work with people with sickle cell. Is sickle cell, yeah? Her work with people with sickle cell and other diseases. Her caring nature. How much work that she has done in both her private and public practice. Remember when COVID was around and they bring on doctor, everybody, we only find this girl. So why they didn't bring this girl to talk to us all the time? You know how much people went and get a vaccine and all kind of thing after Dr. Mayana talked to them? Because she is a competent person and understands her field of endeavor. You have Dr. Adrian. And Dr. Adrian is a boss. One of these days I will tell all you a personal something that Dr. Adrian did for me that he didn't even remember he do for me. Years upon years ago. And that's the thing. He has done so much for so many people that when you reminded him, the man don't even know what you're talking about. Because he do that out of his heart. He just do that and he help you. He say, okay, you need to get that done. Okay, here, do this, do that. I'll make that call for you. You go ahead. You just go ahead and organize the thing. I'm making that call for you. That is the individual. But he has also exemplified in the way that he has developed himself what each and every one of us is capable of doing. He's also an individual with lots of contacts in different countries that can assist Grenada in and out of our times of need. So it's somebody that you want to be sitting in your cabinet. Look at the NDC. You want to see Karine sit down in a cabinet again to represent who? You want to see Ron sit down in a cabinet to represent who? Well, I hear the one in St. Mark, the one there, my other dreadlock brethren. I hear that he disappeared. Where he in Canada something? He employing on again? Anyway, but he gone. Yeah? That's the kind of people, the one up in St. Pat, the senator they have in the Ministry of Youth, they wasting people time. These are the kind of people all you want to go and sit down in cabinet again to represent all you or misrepresent all you. Man, joke all you. Watch. That is it for tonight. Folks, that's all the time for tonight for Talking Points. Folks, remember, we need your donations. We need your donations. Yes, it is that time again, right? The 27th of the month, the bills become due. So whether it's $10, $20, $30, whatever you can do, you all know the mechanisms. So I'll put it up in a while. You have the PayPal. You have the GoToFet. You all can donate. All right, we're going to put it up in a little while again so you can take the information and you can make your donations. You see the bank account number passing below. In a little while, you'll see it passing there just now. Yeah, he coming up. You'll see, yeah, you wait. All right, now, come now. No, so, yeah, so. Yeah, so, yeah, right. Yeah, see it? Right. He come in. No, you see there, the bank account number and thing? Right, so you could get that information. You could do what you have to do. So, folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you in everything you say and do. Do it safe and secure. Want to be speaking to and with you, and definitely not about you. Love each and every one of you. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Talking Points just for you.
Good night to you once again. Every good story must come to an end. When your story is told, I'll be proud to say you're my friend. Political stalwart, clearly you prove to be. Great things are possible from the belly of poverty. Fastest political victory in Northwest constituency. Then you rose to lead the NMP. Was some say you didn't play to fear. You knew that your vision was clear to take your party into another gear. Northwest was quite impressed. You gave them your very best. Farewell, we wish you well. And inside of the NNP, you build pillars for eternity. Farewell, we wish you well. For all those years of struggle, sacrifice and hard lessons, farewell and thank you. On 5 occasions you were our PM and dedicated yourself to solving our problems. You are champion for health and education, to secure the future, to build the infrastructure. In your heart is a special place for the poor and vulnerable. That is why they are in love with you. Some say you ride the backs of the poor until they couldn't carry you no more. But you lifted them, that's what history would show. You provided opportunities, preschool to university. Farewell, we wish you well. And inside of the NNP, you build pillars for eternity. Farewell, we wish you well. Some bad times we've been through, you always stand with the people. Farewell, and thank you. Oh. politics, you left an indelible mark. Over 40 years straight, you never lose a spark. You are the goat, the likes of which we never see. No one could come close to eclipse your legacy. 15-0 election night, we witness you do that twice. Longest serving MP in this spice. They call you polarizing figure. Hate or right, that did not matter. Cause Grenada was top on your agenda. The way you run a campaign, you change the nature of the game. Farewell, we wish you well. In the house, contributions were made. You were the ace of spade. Farewell, we wish you well. You fell short of walking miracles. Accept this from the people. Farewell and thank you. You just hang up your guns and so I pray for the good Lord to bless and protect you day by day. Hero, you did great. I know we are in a better state. So we salute you for all the good that you do. You gave us a good entry into the 21st century. Now we fit, we set and ready. Some say you acted selfishly, rewarded friends and family, but you led us on the road to prosperity. We were once timid and tense, but you instill confidence. Farewell, we wish you well. In every aspect of Grenada, your influence will linger. Farewell, we wish you well. For all those years of struggles, sacrifice and hard lessons, farewell and thank you.